Black. What you also did a movie about the Men in Black. What could you tell us about the Men in Black?
The bad guys dressed in black. Remember that? No, I don't know. They're. I think the Men in Black are just three-letter agency agents that are trying to information control and suppress the truth about UFOs, top secret technology that's being tested by the Americans or whoever. And it just depends on which witness that has seen this stuff gets intercepted by a certain agent from one of these agencies. So I interviewed Richard Doty for that documentary. People have said he's a man in black because here's a guy who worked for the Air Force OSI, Office of Special Investigations. He's openly admitted that he was hired to basically go out and intercept experiencers, UFO witnesses, whether that was our craft or someone else's. That could be debatable. And he says it could be both. But they would do everything they could to either convince you that it was extraterrestrial craft when it was ours, or if it wasn't ours, they still wanted to get your photos, they wanted to get your testimony, so that they had better intelligence over the phenomenon. And you have other cases throughout history, like the Anchorage, Alaska incident with JAL Airlines. I think it was like in the 1980s, 1986, this object that looked like the size of Jupiter to them, or like a miniature sun in the sky, appeared. They tried to go around or get away from it, and they were doing massive big turns in the sky. It emitted two smaller objects that were shooting beams of light into their cockpit, highly distressing and well documented within the FAA. A individual who saw the documentation, heard about the incident when it happened, John Callahan, he got to research it fresh after the incident happened as he was working for the FAA. And he kept a copy of all the documentation, which later got released through Stephen Greer's Disclosure Project. But John Callahan said that there was a meeting called with all the senior staff on his team that were investigating this. They were called into a room. CIA showed up. They said, "You're never to speak of this," and they confiscated all the documentation. But he kept a copy because he knew something might be coming like that. So that's a man in black, but it's just another three-letter agency. I'm sure the FBI could intercept and control certain things. You've got the NSA. Mike Ripsecker was in that documentary. He was a former NSA agent and knew about their tactics of information control. You've got all kinds of three-letter agencies. The DIA, I guess if you're a military army personnel and you witness something, maybe a DIA agent will come out and debrief you and say, don't speak about this. It's all about information control. I think that's what the Men in Black phenomenon is. If you talk to people like Dan Aykroyd, you should get him on the show. He's another great Canadian that's experienced a Men in Black incident. When his show about UFOs got canned some years ago, he said he witnessed a Man in Black the day that his show got canceled, and that really spooked him.